What? What happened to me? Where am I? Is this a dream? No, those were past memories.
Durius Elshar, are you finally awake?
Oh, you're awake. Good morning, Durius, my son. Did you sleep well?
Yes, Father, I did.
I made breakfast. Come downstairs, son, and let's eat.
Six years have passed since Daniel arrived in this world. He is now known as Durius, a 10-year-old common elf.
Since then, I've learned a lot about this world. My mother, Ilara Elshar, was a human, kind, patient, and strong in ways most wouldn't expect. My father, Valen Elshar, was a high elf, once a respected scholar, until he made the mistake of loving someone beneath his station. I remember walking through the city with my parents. The way the high elves would sneer, their whispers just loud enough for us to hear. The way nobles would pull their children away, as if just being near me was something shameful. Because of that love, I was born a common elf, neither fully elven nor truly human, a mistake, according to the Highborn. In the vastness of the cosmos, there exists a world unlike any other. A world where magic and steel shape the fate of civilizations. This is Varian, the eternal sphere. Among the many lands of Varian, there is one continent where empires rise and fall like the tides, Durmora, the land of stone and storms. Here, countless races struggle for power, but none hold dominion over magic and mystery like the elves. But not all elves are equal, for their people are divided into three castes. At the pinnacle stand the High Elves, the rulers and masters of magic. These elves wield arcane power with the ease that others breathe. They are scholars, warlocks, and kings. The architects of empires and the keepers of forgotten lore. To the High Elves, magic is not just a gift, it is their birthright. They see themselves as superior, the chosen rulers of Durmora, and they do not share power lightly. Then there are the Forest Elves, dwellers of the wild, guardians of the ancient woods. While they lack the High Elves' mastery of magic, they are deeply attuned to nature, able to commune with the spirits of the land, the beasts of the wild, and the winds of fate. To the Forest Elves, nature is sacred, a force greater than any king or kingdom. They revere the old ways, living in harmony with the land, yet always wary of the High Elves' hunger for dominion. And then there are the common elves, the forgotten, the unwanted. Born from the union of high elf and human, they bear the blood of both, yet are accepted by neither. The high elves look upon them with scorn, viewing them as tainted, impure, lesser. Even the forest elves, who shun the ways of kings and courts, treat them with caution, unsure of their place in the world. With no kingdom to call their own, the common elves live as merchants, laborers, or outcasts, and many are slaves. Their only crime is their bloodline, and in a world ruled by magic and hierarchy, blood is everything. There's also another part of this hierarchy. In the world of Varian, power comes in many forms. Some wield it through steel and conquest, others through magic and knowledge. But there is one force that surpasses them all: the power of faith. Among the countless faiths of Durmora, none are more influential, more feared, or more insidious than the Order of the Gilded Sun. Through blessings and sacred rites, the Gilded Sun crowned rulers, anointed heroes, and branded heretics. Their priests whispered in the ears of kings, shaping policy not through swords or sorcery, but through faith. But make no mistake, the Gilded Sun is not merely a faith. It is a machine, a system of power that controls wealth, influence, and information.
A merchant hands over a heavy pouch of gold to a priest, who smiles and marks something in a grand tome. Nearby, a desperate noble begs for a loan, only to be met with a knowing smirk.
They control the flow of gold, dictating who thrives and who withers. High elf merchants, nobles, even kings, all find their wealth tied to the temple. And debts to the Gilded Sun are debts that can never truly be repaid. In the High Elf Kingdom, the line between crown and temple has long since blurred. The Gilded Sun does not need to rule openly. They whisper into the ears of kings, guide the hands of merchants, and bind the people through faith. And when words fail, when gold is not enough, they wield the swords of the righteous. With legions of elven empire knights and inquisitors, they bring fire and steel to those who resist their will. All in the name of the divine.
A high priest steps forward, his voice booming as he declares the heretic's fate. The crowd murmurs, unsure, but the priest raises a golden sun pendant, and suddenly there is only righteous fury. The common elves are dragged away, their cries drowned out by cheers for the faith.
Those who obey the temple flourish. Those who resist disappear. Yet, their greatest weapon is not gold or power. It is belief. With a single decree, they turn friend against friend, father against son. Those who defy them are not rebels. They are sinners, unworthy of salvation.
In this world, magic is everything. A sign of status, power, worth. The high elves are born with more mana than any other race. The mana obelisk hums as each high elf child steps forward. Their holograms flare to life, glowing symbols of their potential, prideful smiles, approving nods from their elders. Durius places his hand on the obelisk. The stone pulses, then fades. Nothing happens. The air grows heavy with silence. A noble child snickers. Another whispers to their friend. Then, the laughter erupts, mocking, cruel.
No mana, no future, just a half-breed with nothing to his name but shame.
A couple of days later, Durius' father is summoned by the Arcane Synod, the ruling council of Vialthari Empire.
Violin El-Shar, you have been accused of treason conspiring with smugglers against the Empire. What say you?
I have been falsely accused of this matter.
We will reconvene tomorrow of evidence against you, traitor.
Violin El-Shar grabs his family and heads to the Temple of the Gilded Sun.
High Priest Vane, I beg you. My family is innocent. The charges against me are false, a fabrication by my rivals to see us ruined. You preach justice, mercy. I ask only for what is right.
Justice, Lord El-Shar, is not a matter of simple words. The Gilded Sun serves the divine order, and such matters require offerings to illuminate the truth.
Offerings. I have already given more than I can afford. My estate, my wealth.
And yet the accusations persist. A man of means like yourself should understand that faith is not merely prayer, but investment. The more you contribute, the brighter the path to absolution becomes.
You call this faith? You're extorting us while my husband's enemies close in. Tell me, High Priest, how much gold does it take to buy innocence?
Blasphemy is not the answer, Lady Alara. The Gilded Sun illuminates those who trust in its wisdom. If you lack the means, then perhaps your fate is simply ordained.
You were never going to help us.
We serve the divine, not men in disgrace. May the light guide you, Lord El-Shar. Whatever path remains is now yours to walk.
Subscribe, share, like, and comment down. And thanks for watching.